guys remember Prince of Persia? It started off as an old school side-scrolling platformer back on ye olden consoles, but it eventually evolved into a third-person kind of platformer action-adventure sort of game. It almost served as like a stopgap between like the old Tomb Raider games and like Uncharted and that kind of thing. Got a little more cinematic, and it had this really cool rewinding time feature as well, which I thought was pretty revolutionary. And I remember being a kid and playing these games, and they were just so much fun to play. If any of that sounds interesting to you, I might have some cool news for you. We turned to Twitter because here we have a listing from Max.com for a PlayStation 4 Nintendo Switch remake of Prince of Persia. Now, it's hard to say which Prince of Persia they're talking about. I would like it if it said Sands of Time or something more specific. That's what I'm assuming. But at any rate, Prince of Persia remake on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. Furthermore, we're looking at a release date for November of 2020. That's just right around the corner. We'll probably get an official update, an official announcement at Ubisoft's next UbiPlay, which is apparently coming up pretty soon. So we probably won't have long to wait questioning their sanity about this. I'm also intrigued by the fact that it is a remake, not a remaster. That means they're building this game from the ground up. Well, theoretically, that should mean they're building the game again from the ground up. That means they're going to have an engine put together that can run this game. Does that mean there is a Prince of Persia sequel coming? It's been a long time since we saw a Prince of Persia. It was in a kind of weird cel-shaded looking game that they came out with about 40 years ago now, it feels like. And I feel like that game did pretty well. I think people really liked it, but it's been a long time. Typically, developers do these remakes to drum up interest, to see if there is interest to make a sequel, a new iteration in a franchise that maybe has gone dormant. Maybe Ubisoft is trying to rewind the sands of time. Personally, I think this is pretty cool. Sands of Time was an awesome game. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends. If you enjoy my content, please consider becoming a Scary If Literal member. You'll get access to a whole bunch of emoticons to use with live streams and a shout out on an upcoming video. Thanks as always for your continued support.